Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Jam Sesh episode 3. I'm your host, Michael Cummings, also known as The Rook. To my left, I have Andrew D'Amato.
What up, what up, what up?
Youngblood.
I'm glad. In front of him, we have Jake Howarth. Jake.
How you doing? JD Snakes here, ready to go as always.
And a couple of new
Please, yeah.
a couple new guys in today. Shane Wright, our usual producer, is just away this week due to a family matter, but he'll be back next week. In the meantime, the producer booth, we have Matt Berish.
Yogi
Berish. Thanks for being here. And we have a special guest today with us in the booth, Jason Gaidola, the Oracle.
Word up, son.
There we go.
The vet himself, all day, backup quarterback.
All day, all pro. What up?
So let's get started, guys. So, big week in the NHL, and actually all our teams did pretty well.
Even NFL, everything. I think we all did well.
We'll start with the NHL. So,
Yeah.
Andrew, I guess
Joyzy.
Yeah,
Let's
the
go.
Devils.
3-1 this week. Impressive. They got shut out, but they did shut out Pittsburgh. And main keys for them, goaltending. Corey Schneider, 1.98 goals against average and a 928 save percentage. Those are some elite numbers.
Yeah.
So following up in Martin Brodeurs' footsteps there.
Okay.
No, not quite. Camilleri's point per game, so that's also good. Their power plays increased. They're 8th best in the league.
Okay.
10th
Bad.
best PK, 82%.
There you
Okay.
go.
And they've only allowed 39 goals this year, which is actually amazing.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So they currently sit third in the Metropolitan, 21 points. They're gonna get the playoffs this year, win the cup. That's it. That's all there is.
Someone who actually did a little better than Corey Schneider, who's actually the third star of the week.
Yes, sir.
Little James Reimer. He was 3.00 with a 1.62 goals against average and a 9.95 save percentage. You can't match that. And obviously, we all know last night they put in Bernier, and we all know what happens when you put Bernier in. He has not won in his last 18 starts date back to last year.
Oof.
Yeah. So, and I think Colorado actually did something.
No way.
Hey, man. Colorado did pretty well.
They did something.
We're on a 3-game winning streak. We beat Montreal 6-1 on Saturday at the Bell Center. No big deal, right? No big deal. Oh, and you mentioned James Reimer's the third star of the week, but you know who the first star of the week was?
We don't talk about that.
The Condon was.
Matt Duchene.
No Barra?
Not Barricade. Wasn't Barricade. No.
Oh.
Matt Duchene, though, killing it this week. And obviously the trade rumors were circling around him. So what do you guys have to say about that? Do you think Colorado will actually give him away?
I'll let this.
They should consider it. They're
Yeah.
stacked with some young guns.
actually
But
a
you know
point.
what? Because I think McKinnon's going to be the ace. You know, they're going to let him run the team. If I was Colorado, I'd listen to. It has to be the right offer in my eyes.
Oh, yeah.
Duchene's a special player. Obviously, I'm not trying to be biased, but he is a very special
I think you're
player.
trying to be biased.
I
Yeah, a little.
agree to disagree.
Say it.
But yeah, he's he's a very, very special player, very good player for the Avalanche. And we're obviously, we lost a couple of centers the past couple of years. Stastny, we lost to free agency.
Yep.
Traded O'Reilly.
Oh, yeah. How's
You
that going,
know,
guys? I think he's a point per game guy. Fantasy. No big deal, guys.
No
Nobody
big deal.
cares about your fantasy.
Nobody cares about your fantasy.
Just
And
saying.
also, I believe if they're going to get rid of Duchene, you got to get D back. 'Cause other than Barry,
So
you guys are very empty back
Barry-
there.
So
Eric
that,
Johnson,
all the
right?
rumors there going to Ottawa. I mean,
Well-
I don't know who they get back.
Whoa.
Cody Cece.
We'll actually give away Fanuff for Duchene if that
They
works.
want that.
No, they
I
want.
want
they want.
that.
Actually,
You
they
know
want
what?
a defenseman.
That
not a
would be
pylon.
intriguing.
Yeah, we don't want to pile on.
I don't
back.
know. You know, I'm not with. I don't ride with the Leafs, but that's not too. That's not too. But you never know. But
You
I don't know.
never
But the
know.
only difference is I don't know if Colorado's ready to contend for that cup. If you're gonna bring in a veteran like Fanuff,
Fanuff's not
and
gonna
he
help.
can't be on your first line defenseman.
That's
He's
true.
just, you know.
He's not
Fanuff's the kind of guy that's gonna help you with the Austin Matthews tank.
That's true. But also, this week,
this week. Tomorrow night at the ACC, the Avs are in Toronto playing against the Leafs. So we actually have an interesting wager.
we do.
We have an interesting wager. So obviously I have a Matt Duchene jersey because what Avalanche fan doesn't.
I don't.
So the wager is between Jake and I, and the wager itself is that whoever wins that game. So let's say the Avalanche win. So for Wednesday, Jake has to come to school
Yeah.
and wear my Matt Duchene jersey around all day. Now
It could be worse.
it's a short day,
It's a short.
but it's still there.
But if I win, you have to wear the hottie himself's jersey
Ooh.
that all the women love.
yeah.
ESPN magazine, Jonathan Lupul.
Oh my god,
No clothes.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
But well,
Oops.
because this past week, as if anyone remembers from last week,
Keep
Andrew
pounding.
won.
That's right. 27-10.
and Shane Wright's wearing that on Thursday, I believe.
He
The
will be
your
wearing my Cam Newton jersey with my
dress,
hat. Dress, because it's
very
a very
long.
large jersey. Dress.
What's the size? What's it? Double XL?
No, just an XL,
Oh, just
but it
XL.
looks like it's much bigger.
Okay.
It's not an XL.
He's a lanky dude. It's all good.
So he's gonna enjoy that one. It was a good game. Good game, but I don't know. So we fun fact though.
Fun fact of the day.
Fun fact of the day. because this is Jam Sesh. Space Jam is our life. That's pretty much it.
Best movie ever.
It's true.
Exactly.
It's actually true.
Yesterday was the
you.
19-year anniversary of when Space Jam was released.
Wow.
November 15th. Yesterday, 19 years ago.
Were you guys?
Space Jam
Yeah,
was
no, you guys
released.
weren't even born.
I was
right?
not even
we
born.
were no, we weren't born. No, we were.
I was born.
You guys were born.
I was
You were
3.
like- and you were like what?
old.
Yeah. We'll
That's
move
all-
on.
that's all we'll
Hey, you
say.
don't ask someone their
I
age.
was
Come
I
on.
was I was old enough to like remember the movie when I first saw it.
Okay, okay,
So yeah, he's a good age. He's a vet for a reason.
okay. That's good. That's good.
Or the
Well,
oracle.
that's all we'll say about it.
That's
So
all
we-
I gotta
But
say
that's
about
all,
that.
folks.
Yeah.
we're not done yet.
Too
So
soon.
we'll keep we'll keep with the NFL. I think.
Yeah.
We were just mentioning it there. So talk about some big games this weekend. That past couple of days that happened.
This week, guys, it happened. The Bills are officially.
We're not talking about the Bills.
Bills,
It's
man.
weekend
The
games.
Bills are in the playoffs right now. Playoff spot. Huge win for Rex Ryan in New York.
last 1 week.
22-17. Carlos Williams became the second player ever to play his first 6 games and get a touchdown each game.
Wow.
If he does it this Monday night in New England, broke a record.
Holla.
There you go.
Kobe.
Word up, son.
So my question is for you, Jake. What's gonna happen when the Bills lose to the Pats and the Jets beat the Texans next week?
We don't talk about that. We don't look at that scenario. We look at the Bills beating the Pats, Houston upsetting them, and then Pittsburgh losing. Sorry, Jason. And
Oh, don't be.
Oakland losing. So,
A lot of ifs.
no, not ifs. It's going to happen with the heart. But I honestly do think because I was at that Bills game when New England visited.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was pretty rough, but the Bills came back, and I think they're going to have a different attitude going into this game. And I think it's going to actually be a close game. I'm not going to predict who's going to win yet, but I'm going to think
Fair,
about this
fair.
one. I'm not going to let the heart get in the way like the past 2 weeks have gone.
It's possible that they may have psychologically recovered from that
Exactly.
beatdown. I think it's possible.
Physically, no.
Oh, okay. It was
know?
a beatdown, but then they came back, made it interesting. So a little
Yeah,
confidence
they,
boost.
There you go.
they almost came back
Yeah.
and made it a game.
Oh yeah. So they're gonna be smart this time. And Tyrod Taylor, 5-2 as a starter, 7 games under his belt. So
0 turnovers. That's the key. In the
0.
last how many games was that?
a lot.
He's,
Because he
it
missed
was the
those
last
2
few games. He
he-
had 0 turnovers.
because he missed those 2 games.
He's not
though,
making those mistakes, and that's why they're staying afloat.
with and a little shady and Carlos. And
But,
yes,
I mean, it's not the most impressive quarterback out of that.
yes,
class.
we could talk about. Okay, go ahead. Let's talk about
I
your
don't
guys.
need to talk about him. His name speaks for himself. Super Cam.
You guys know he's only 5 touchdowns away, rushing touchdowns away from passing. Was it Otto
Otto
Graham
Graham.
for most rushing touchdowns as a quarterback?
Wow.
And
Really?
it took Otto Graham 11 years. What? Cam Newton's in his 4th or 5th year.
5th year. baby.
5th
Not
year,
too
and he's
long,
5
yeah.
away. The
I thought
record.
Vic may have held a record.
No,
No,
not
Vic's
for
not even
yards.
close.
For yards.
Oh,
he
for
has,
yards,
He has
for
over
yards,
6,000.
He
Randall-
averages 7
okay.
yards.
Maybe
7
Randall
yards or
Cunningham. I don't know. I
No.
thought it was one.
No, it's
one of those
Steve
guys.
Young and then Otto Graham.
Otto
Oh.
Graham 44, and your boy has 39 right now. He might break it this year.
I think you will.
I'm a bit disappointed. I try to follow the NFL when I can. My team is the Packers. I think I mentioned that a bit
Oh.
earlier.
Yeah,
So
bandwagon.
We started.
Got
I'm
bad
not even gonna
bandwagon
comment on
to
your
hop
bandwagon accusations, but
Yeah.
we started off the year. They started off the year 6-0. Now they're on a 3-game.
Wait, guys. Who they lose to?
Detroit.
For the first time since 91,
91.
Detroit has won in Lambeau Field.
Yeah.
And
It's-
they handed the game to you.
It was like a Greek tragedy yesterday.
Yeah.
And my boy
It's
Mason Crosby.
torture watching them screw that game up.
Huge. And then obviously we have a Pittsburgh Steelers fan in
Yeah.
the house. And
Word
our
up,
guest,
son.
and our guest Jason, and we all know what happened there. Big Ben had to come off the bench
With one leg.
with 1 leg, and he threw what, 3 TDs?
3, yeah, man. See Antonio Brown's stats. 10 catches. What was it? 138.
Yeah.
2 TDs. Like
And then Marvin.
those are like
and
cartoonish
then
numbers.
Bryant, and then Martavius Bryant also over 100 yards.
Oh,
and,
vertical threat, man.
oh,
You can't stop him
Yeah.
downfield. That's
Oh,
what they
yeah.
need. That's what they like. Bombs away.
but you guys don't have. The key is, can D'Angelo Williams hold the load?
I think he can hold it. He's formidable.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's why when they
Ex-Carolina
signed him.
Panther.
Keeps defenses honest.
Yeah.
Keeps the
Yeah, that's why I thought that was probably one of the best underrated signings out there. Because just in case Bell got hurt, 'cause Bell got hurt last year, you guys didn't really have much of the running back position that year.
But his running style scares me because he runs very high.
Yeah.
You know what I'm like. I know he's a slightly slender, taller guy,
Yeah.
but he runs high, and
So
that's
he-
why I'm not surprised that he got a knee injury.
Mm-hmm.
I hope he finds a way to start running a little lower. Get some leverage.
Yeah.
On the, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. You got something for us, Rook?
Peyton
All right,
Manning.
boys, just a stat about Antonio Brown here.
All right.
Got 27 catches over his last 2 games for just 423 yards. yards. That's
Only?
no big deal.
Yeah,
That
just
is
that's
the
it.
real
23 yards?
Yogi Matt Berish, everyone.
Yo, guys,
He's statistically the best receiver in the league. Statistically.
if you guys haven't noticed, in the past this is our third episode, our funding for our stats crew has actually went up.
We have.
So Yogi Berish is actually our stats guy now.
Thank you.
Yogi Berish, I like that.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Oh, I was just gonna say, Peyton Manning.
Bum.
Well, he didn't have a great game yesterday,
Okay.
obviously, but passed Brett Favre for the was it most career passing yards?
Yeah. Probably one of the worst calls I've ever heard in my life. And Matt and Berish can protest that. It was pretty casual for breaking an all-time record.
Well, he only needed 2 yards, but
But
Fair enough.
you could have made him, this guy was so monotone, just so.
And he gets the 4-yard reception and a new NFL record.
Yeah, that was it. That was
Jeez.
literally it.
Yep.
Pretty disappointing.
probably because of the year he's having.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's
He's-
been a rough year for
It's
Peyton.
been a little rough.
He
to say the
just
least.
keeps throwing those flutter balls.
Was it Sherman called them? Yeah, Sherman called him something like I forget last year. Last year he was just chirping Peyton Manning's flutter balls, and yeah, those neck injuries add up.
It is what it
He's
is.
getting to
foot
that
injury
age,
now.
though, right? He's
Oh,
getting to that
40,
age,
almost
yeah.
40, man.
Jeez. Well, we got tonight. We got Houston and Cincinnati. Our
I-
lone for Monday Night Football lone game, obviously. So, predictions?
Cincy
Yeah.
going 9-0.
No, I'm gonna roll with Houston. I say
Okay.
they'll bring it to an end. Cincinnati.
yeah.
I just I don't trust that team. You know, as well as they're doing, I don't trust them.
If you looked at
I'm
last,
expecting them to lose a game where people are not like this is the NFL. Whatever you expect to happen will not happen.
That's actually a
just
very good
like
point.
next week on Monday Night
It's a circus.
Football, the
Please.
Bills being New England, no one expects that to happen.
I'm
No.
taking Cincy. I mean, they're just Andy Dalton's been too good this year, especially Houston. They're supposed to have one of the best D's in the league, and they're just giving up everything.
Yeah.
So,
Clowney is not panning out like he was supposed
no.
to.
And I don't
Yeah,
know
it's
what
a young
that
career,
that
but-
offense is hit and miss. I mean, Brian Hoyer is on, he's off.
Just
he's
throw to
average.
Hopkins, please. Fantasy. I'm losing. I need Hopkins to go off. And
Nobody
AJ.
cares about your fantasy team.
Everyone cares about my fantasy team.
No. Well,
No,
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't. It really doesn't.
please,
Gotta-
no phones in the booth.
I'm
The
sorry.
girlfriend? Is it
Get
the
out.
girlfriend?
Girls.
Get
Just
out.
girl. I'm sorry,
That's right.
guys.
Get
Hey,
out.
girl text are okay.
Yeah. My mom. At least my mom didn't text me.
My mom did before, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So Jake, you recently had an interview.
Yes, I did.
Pretty cool one, actually.
Yeah, this past week in Burlington, I had to drive out
Oh,
there.
yeah. And where was the interview? Like, not obviously it was in Burlington, but where?
In a Tim
Jeez.
Hortons. So Canadian.
That's so casually Canadian, man.
So yeah, I got there. Okay, so if anyone watches the CFL, there's a man on the panel at TSN
Nobody
name.
watches the CFL.
hey.
Not cool.
I do.
Not
Talking
cool.
about my cats, baby.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to that
We'll
later.
get to that.
Hamilton
We'll,
resident.
we'll
over
get
here.
there later.
Yeah, but Jake, you were saying.
But Chris Schultz, I got to sit down and interview him at Burlington. Tim Hortons, buy him a coffee, obviously. Gotta ask. But he's a great guy, very nice, very casual. Told me a lot of stories about his career and his football career. He went to Arizona. He played for the America's team, Dallas Cowboys, under Coach Landry.
nice.
Pretty awesome hearing stories
Legends.
about that. And then give me some advice on what I need to do go forward. And yeah, it was very informative and very happy and grateful that he said yes.
That's awesome, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And for an hour.
yeah.
I-
Yeah, I was just gonna ask.
Shout
like,
out
how-
our podcast.
Precious to you. His time must be precious.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
especially
man.
now, I guess, because covering the CFL and the
It's
playoffs.
the playoffs.
And he
Yeah.
does
Against
he does
our-
NFL. He's been to
Playoffs.
he
Yeah,
said he's been
yeah.
to 12 Super Bowls now.
Really?
Just
Yeah, no,
Wow.
it's true. I've every time TSN does their live coverage, he's
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
there.
yeah, so
I mean, we got time.
with Jesse Palmer, right? Or
Jesse Palmer Monday
Yeah.
night Monday's
Yeah.
quarterback.
yeah,
And he does charity Talk for the Hunger. Pure Later, Talk for the Hunger,
Yeah.
donates, it supports local food banks. And yeah, their goal is, so in 2008, they raised over 500,000 pounds of food,
Wow.
which is pretty awesome, obviously. But
for
now, their goal, 7 years from this point, is 1.4 million. And on Saturday, last time I checked, they're at just over 1.3 million. So they're
Wow.
close.
Yeah.
They're really
Wow.
close. And then in the CFL, it's all for it. Every sack a team gets, they donate 2,500 pounds to a local food bank. So it's pretty cool. And he's a spokesperson for that. So we talked about that. Yeah, great guy. And hopefully I see him again soon.
That's
Class
awesome.
act. I love Schultz.
Yeah, very
I always
Schultzy, man.
trust his football acumen. I love his
Yeah.
picks.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie.
And he can still eat me and kill me if he really
He's
wants
a
to.
big dude.
6'7", and still
6'7".
Yeah, he's a outside.
It's not Simbular. I mean.
He's a left tackle. What do you expect? 6'7",
yeah.
like two. He's probably around 250. Just solid.
He's a big dude.
He's a
Man.
solid
Yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Well, yeah, it's good.
Well, like you're JD snaked, so we like to say you snaked that interview.
I did snake the interview.
Yeah, that's actually a new segment we're gonna have on the show.
Oh yes.
Snake of the week.
Hit my theme music. So, everyone knows this theme music. I know the Rook does. Who is it from?
WWE legend Jake the Snake Roberts.
The original. So, the snake of the week goes to the CFL referees for calling the most bogus call ever in the Hamilton Tiger Cat game to set up the field goal. It was on Martin Wright. What was it? Roughing the passer when he got pushed from behind. Garbage. That was brutal, and that set up the game-winning field goal. I hate it.
So Jake, are you telling me, you're admitting to me right now that last year's call at the Grey Cup was just as bogus as yesterday's call?
Well, if you want to take into consideration how much that implicated the game, then yes. Those are two big snakes by the refs. They blew that one call. That one call, the Grey Cup, the one he's is talking about is when Speedy Banks did the punt return, and there was a holding, not even close to the play, and they called it back. And that was a snake.
It was so egregious.
Yeah,
that
was
last year.
Okay.
So I feel your pain. I feel your pain, but
Yeah, it was not a great call because it was while he made a nice rush move around your tackle, and while he made that move and jumped up for the ball to whack it down, your guy pushed him from behind and he fell into your quarterback, and that was a penalty. And then that gave them an extra 15 yards, setting them up for the game-winning field goal. And Metlock did load it up and hit it.
He's his reliable kicker.
Oh,
Man,
former Argo.
I don't know what it is. The cat's got something special at that coffee shop there.
Too bad you won't be there next week, though. You're traveling down. You're traveling down the QEW to Ottawa.
That defense, you never know. They can go in there and shock the world.
Oh, yes.
Or shock the
I
country.
know
at
your
least.
D is good. It's just quarterback now.
Ken Austin,
And Matthews comes back.
12 people that will be in attendance.
Oh.
Oh.
That was a low blow.
Real Canadians support the CFL.
Yeah, eh?
I've always said that.
Good
you
Canadian
go.
boys, eh? But yeah, that's my Snake of the Week. The first of many segments of Snake of the Week.
Yeah, we're gonna get that in there.
Yeah.
We'll let that thing. So Saturday was a big night in sports and
Obviously.
late night in sports.
Late. Okay, late
If
night.
if you follow the UFC, and I think a lot of people follow it as women's UFC because of one woman only,
The legend.
Rowdy Ronda Rousey. And now she's undefeated, and she was going to face
On a side note, you know
Holly
her
Holm.
nickname, right?
Rowdy.
Rowdy. You know how she got
Roddy,
that, right?
Roddy
I do,
Piper.
but go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
She
You brought it up.
asked the late great Roddy Piper if she can have that
She doesn't
nickname.
want it though. Not anymore.
But
Really?
she asked him personally because it was her hero growing up if he
Yeah.
could have it, and he unfortunately the WWE Hall of Famer passed away a couple months ago.
Yeah, that was rough. This has been just to go off on that.
Yeah,
if
go
you don't
ahead,
mind,
go ahead.
It's just been a bad. This has been just a. 2015's just been a really bad year
Was
for
it
deaths in wrestling.
The Warrior.
That was
Ultimate
last year,
Warrior.
but it was recent.
Dusty
Yeah.
Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes
Yep.
died. Roddy Piper died. What else is there? A couple other guys. But it's the thing, like you get these legends that have been passing away. It's just really rough to see guys that people grew up watching. You know,
Yeah.
it's hence legends, right?
Yeah.
These guys are absolute legends and they're
Yeah.
passing away. So it's rough to see, rough to hear about. But the company's got to keep going. But
Back to UFC.
yeah, I'll go back to UFC, another form of fighting. So Ronda Rousey facing off against Holly Holm, and Andrew will let you take on what happened. What
Take it
happened.
away, Andrew.
An
Young blood.
unexpected twist where Rousey got knocked out.
Oh,
Swift leg kick to the head,
did
knocked
she
her cold.
ever get knocked
New
out? man?
bantamweight
Was it
champion.
broken jaw?
I believe it was a broken jaw.
She was
So
out
here's
cold.
one point I want to make, and I know me and the producer Yogi Berish have already talked about this today, but something really interesting about the UFC.
What?
So leading up to this fight, there was so much beef between these two, the jawing back and forth. You see at the weigh-in a few days ago how they were like almost ready to fight
Yeah.
at the weigh-in.
Oh,
You
that
see
was
before
nuts.
they didn't Rousey didn't touch gloves. So there's all this hostility and beef. But as soon as Ronda Rousey got knocked out, like yes, Holmes celebrated a little bit, but she immediately went down to the ground to make sure Rousey was okay.
Yeah.
And you can see the video of it.
I mean, that's
just,
pretty classy.
it is
move,
classy.
eh?
It's
I don't know
something
if-
special.
I don't know if it's classy in a sense, but I think
Yeah.
they do it for ratings. If
That's
it,
actually a
if
good
both
point.
people are
I
very
don't know about
but
that.
think about no. If both people are very classy, laid back, nonchalant about it, it's not gonna really hype up the fight. I think it's a bit of a show in a sense because you
I
gotta get
don't
the
know
ratings
about
up.
that.
Like okay, for instance, if Ronda and this other if they were both just really calm and casual about it, I don't know, man. I think it's a little bit of a show just to get everyone going. Like, who's the guy from Ireland? McGregor.
Conor McGregor.
Man, you see this guy chirp constantly
got a
just to
mouth on him,
it
man.
up the people, and
Yeah.
it's
He's
just it makes
amazing,
good TV.
Yeah.
It makes
UFC.
really good TV, especially at the weigh-ins, because the weigh-ins are not that fun to watch. You just see them like, oh, this person weighs. Oh, they made weight. No
Yeah.
way.
It's always something, right?
Yeah,
Like,
there's always a little
something
beef.
there.
Yeah, I honestly think Rousey could it be this I think is a fair argument. Could it be that she got caught feeling herself a little bit too long?
Yes, I totally agree.
She's in movies now. She's
Yep.
got all this
Yep.
extracurricular
Yep.
stuff right on, and just something like that could really
Successful.
you can
Well,
lose
yes.
your edge. Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
agree
get a
with
little
that.
complacent.
And there's also this was the first former stand-up boxer Rousey's ever fought.
Yeah.
Because Holly Holm used to be a women's boxing
Mhm.
She
champion,
kicked ass when she did it, man.
so she never had to deal with. I guess I wouldn't say real stand-up, but I guess a real stand-up fighter.
An expert
Yes,
that
an expert
area.
on stand-up.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the fight, but from what I saw, like she got Rousey
She
got
was
dominated.
It wasn't just the knockout; she was dominated throughout the entire.
She was
fight.
rattled.
Yeah.
She got hit in the face a couple times. And it was the
Yeah.
first time we really saw her get hit. She was a bit riled. But I go back to, I think it was GSP versus Penn a couple years ago when Penn
Oh,
was
yeah.
an
I remember
underdog.
that.
Yeah.
GSP got caught. Everyone's going nuts. And this is what I think is going to happen. Rematch. Ronda is going to be focused, ready to go.
Yeah,
Knockout Cole.
But going back to the
14
Penn though,
seconds.
Penn had no, yeah, he had
It's
no
still-
shot. He had no shot at beating.
no,
St.
but
Pierre.
he did beat him the first time.
yeah,
And then
that was-
I'm just saying, I think it could be the same thing. Like maybe GSP got really cocky at that point because he was undefeated.
yeah, no, I believe. No, you're
Yeah,
right.
so
you're right.
I'm gonna wait till the next fight, and then if she KO's Ronda again, then we can say she's better.
So yeah, coming up, you got UFC 194. You got Jose Aldo taking
That
on Conor McGregor, the
will be-
notorious Conor McGregor. I think McGregor's just gonna dominate him. You can't stop that guy. He's full of
He's a
energy.
beast.
Lanky,
Even when he gets
lanky man.
even when he gets hit, he's still full of energy. Like you can't stop him.
You gotta love his attitude, man. Like,
He
he's
just
like,
gives no.
he wants to go out there and just wants to kill you.
Yeah.
I mean, I think all UFC fighters are like that, but like he really shows it. So
So it's
that's gonna be a
awesome
great
to
fight.
see.
That's gonna be
Fighting
an
in
absolute great
featherweight
fight.
class, so it's
Yeah.
gonna be good.
That's gonna be an absolute great fight. By the way, that's from MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas,
December 12th.
December 12th. That should be a good day. So let's just go to the NBA now. So our
Hold on,
Toronto
let me
Raptors.
interject with a quick question.
Go for it, man.
Of course.
Favorite press conference moment off the top of your head? I got one here that popped right into my mind.
That's hard.
Favorite press conference. So how do you choose just one?
There have been so many, man. It's
Well, Matt, since you know, let's
Yeah,
hear
Matt, go
yours.
for it, man.
Let's hear yours. Thank you for tuning in to Jam Sesh episode 3 once again. We really appreciate it. Follow us on SoundCloud. And here we go.
This is Angela Moscow. Fantastic. They go at each other. I wish I could show you guys the video right now. It's about 2 minutes of old people just punching each other. It's fantastic.
Jesus.
Oh,
it was
the
that was made for TV.
Remember the CFL press conference?
Oh, the old guys.
The Hamilton
Games.
Tiger Cats and Winnipeg
Yeah.
Legends just
Yeah.
started knocking each other out.
Oh,
Man,
my
Moscow got. It was Moscow that got
Yeah.
knocked out. Yeah, he
Yeah.
got knocked out.
Like he actually
Worse
was
than
falling
Rousey.
backwards. He was falling backwards, all arms flailing everywhere. I go, blah, blah, blah.
Imagine that. Would that sell? Two like retired athletes just
That'd be
just
funny.
wailing at it. Would that sell pay-per-view?
UFC 195.
Matt's giving us a thumbs up. Yeah.
We got one viewer. we got one.
That'd be a fun fight.
That's hilarious. Actually, the McGregor one in Ireland just earlier this year when he
Yeah,
got.
that was a good fight, man.
He literally had the crowd going nuts,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
when he's like just sitting there, okay, everyone calm down. They all shut up.
He also
That's
hypes
great.
people
Listen,
up because
man.
he's one of the coaches on the Ultimate Fighter. with
Oh,
Ryan
yeah.
Faber. And he gets into it with everybody.
Man, he doesn't put up a
But he's a
crap.
hell of a coach. I mean, if there's anyone that's going to teach you how to scrap it out in the UFC, I don't know who's better than Conor McGregor.
You sit
right now.
there and you listen. The worst is like,
He would never lose if he kept fighting in Ireland. If he always got a chance just to fight in Ireland, he'd
oh
never
my
lose.
god, that's why they only pick the best matches to go there. But that's UFC, baby.
Oh yeah.
Ups and downs. What we got next?
It's crazy.
Rook.
It's crazy. Man.
Rook, what we got? What we got?
Oh yeah. Well, we got Raps. Let's talk about the
Raps.
So the Raps came off a loss last night. It was a 107-101 to Sacktown. The Kings. Rudy Gay used to play for us. If you didn't know.
Hey, they had the other feared the beard and Quincy Acey.
Patrick
Oh,
Patterson used to
Oh,
play
former
for the
rap.
Kings.
Yeah.
Former rap. Fear the beard from
This guy plays like all over the place, man.
the
Yeah,
bearded one.
love it.
Well, we were up by 11 with around 4 minutes left, and
rough,
then
man.
Kings basketball came alive. If you don't like that, you don't like Kings basketball.
They're full of problems,
I
though.
know, but hey, the announcers are really good. Anyways, go ahead.
No, I want to say they're full of Carl and Cousins. They're just I don't get it. Like,
Yeah, there's some like absolute beef.
I don't think,
and the Raptors still lose to a
Between
team
The
with,
sec-
that's dysfunctional.
man, the first episode I said if Cousin buys into the system, but right now he's not buying in. I don't think he likes a high tempo offense. And then Darren Collison's hurt.
Yep.
Good year, but
Seth Curry.
right now this team is
Ooh.
not doing what I thought they would be doing because
No.
they have the shooters. They're not playing the high tempo offense you saw in Denver with like Ty Lawson, Gallinari, Kenneth Faried. I don't know. It's just they still got a long ways to go. At least Rondo is the one bright spot right now.
He had like consecutive triple doubles?
Yeah, he's coming up now.
Yeah.
I want.
I feel like
so.
Rondo's always been in the shadows.
You know,
He's amazing, but I feel like he's been a bit underrated because he's always played with great players.
Yeah.
but
And
then
now it's his team.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. It's not
Arguably.
his team,
Arguably.
but I mean, he's
Yeah.
that top guard on that
No,
team.
He's a basket case. I would never build a team around him.
no, but the thing
He
is,
can't shoot. All he can do is dribble and make play. Like, he can make plays, but he can't defend. He can't shoot. I think he's one dimensional.
man, the problem with I don't know if he's underrated because he had his opportunities being the guy in Boston. He had an opportunity to be the
Dallas.
guy in Dallas, and then that didn't work out.
No way. No.
Him and
no.
Carlisle just did not see eye to eye. He got benched a couple of times for Harrison.
What
or
a
Harris,
waste.
sorry. But you know who they should start? Seth Curry. The MVP, baby. The brothers MVP.
He's the better brother.
Summer League.
MVP.
Man,
Steph Curry with the shot, boy.
I think they're
Shout
they're
out
slowly
Drake.
bringing it in more and more. So I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, give him time. I think
But-
they got a good roster, right? But
You know what's gonna be a good test for the Raptors though?
oh,
This
Morning.
Tuesday. They're
Yep.
going to Golden State to take on Mr. MVP,
The real.
the other Curry brother.
the Toon
The
Squad
real-
captain. Hence, that was my fantasy name. I don't know.
Nobody cares about your fantasy team
My
for the third time.
Stephen Curry, who the Toon Squad just beat Michael Cummins' team in basketball fantasy. No big deal.
Well, I lost
That's-
KD, but that's another story.
That should be a new segment. Jake's fantasy team. All right, so that was a Jake's fantasy team update.
You guys, this is where you guys can tune out for a bit. No, I'm just
Oh
kidding.
no,
I'm
but
just
they're
kidding.
going to
Don't you
anyway.
click off.
Everyone goes for coffee.
Back to talking serious. We're talking Raptors, Warriors in Golden State.
At the Oracle Arena.
The Oracle
Shout
here.
out.
I love calling it that.
Oracle.
The Oracle. That's it.
That's an awesome name.
There's just nothing like just that.
Do you guys honestly believe that the Toronto Raptors could beat the Golden State Warriors on the road and hand them their first loss? Because right now,
Yes.
Golden State's 10-0, right? Still 10-0?
11-0.
11-0. So, do you think they're going to give them the first loss ever?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
There's one simple thing they do need to beat this team. Bruno Caboclo.
No, he's on 905. Let him
They-
develop.
That's
They
gonna be
call
a
him
good
up.
game, man.
Put him on Steph. That's it. It's game over. Shut
Lanky.
down.
Lanky guy.
All you need is Bruno.
No chance. No chance for Bruno. He's gonna be pumping gas. He's not gonna be dressed enough for that game. Actually, but the Raptors do have a shot because I think tactically they actually match up with Golden State. I don't know if they're gonna win, but I don't know if they're gonna unless Steph Curry shoots like 100%. Then I don't see.
Ew.
Which
won't be,
you know
uh,
what? He totally could too. Right?
He probably could.
You
yeah.
think-
Steph Curry we're talking about.
You think Carroll's going to check him?
Well,
I don't
that's
know,
what they brought
man.
Carroll in. Perimeter.
Yeah, I know.
They couldn't defend the perimeter for like the last 2 years,
Because-
and now they got him to defend it.
This-
And you notice that there's been a huge improvement on
And
that
this is
perimeter
all
defense.
Yeah, and this is also why I think they brought Bin's back Biombo because
Yeah.
Bismack's already Biombo because he can
Block
actually
already.
play that small ball.
Mhm.
And when they play the small ball and put Green in center, Biombo can keep up compared to Valanciunas, who doesn't have the quickest feet in the world. And that's when you can put the Carroll at the 4, DeRozan at the 3, Corey Joseph, who's really good defensively at the 2, and Kyle Lowry. So you can kind of match up defensively with these guys. But obviously, when Curry just walks up and shoots from 40 and just nails it, I don't know what you can do. You just put your hand up and go, please don't go in. Oh, whatever.
you scored. There you go.
Oh,
Okay.
again. Oh, another 3.
All right. What else is new? This guy.
Is that a 4-pointer now? Like,
Yeah, yeah. Did I foul you?
They should just make a new shot like for
For
him,
Curry,
like
just a 4.
point value.
Call it the Steph Curry.
Yeah, if he
The
can
Curry rule.
we just passed his dad, Del Curry, for
Yeah.
all time, or not all time, but
Like, yeah.
career threes.
Yeah, career
And I
3.
think he did in like half the year or half the game.
That's-
Sorry,
Yeah.
That's just
Del.
cartoonish.
I
Curry-
think Del was like 1100.
Yeah.
And Steph's just like just over 400. So like,
I really think instead of LeBron James being the next space jam, it should just be Curry.
yeah.
Curry is the most natural shooter I think I've ever seen in my life.
Cleanest stroke.
In my
Hit-
life.
He makes it look. It's so effortless.
Man.
You know.
Who is Klay Thompson right now? You don't even notice where Klay
Is that-
Thompson.
Yeah, he's
that's
so
the other
irrelevant
Splash
now.
Bro? Is
Yeah,
that the
you
other
don't
guy?
know
Yeah.
that. It's just Curry. Everyone just Tuesday
Splash
watches
Bro.
Curry is there. No one recognizes Thompson.
It's Steph Curry and Crew.
Yeah, Crew, the CC,
Yeah.
Curry and Crew.
Yeah. Actually, Klay Thompson's expected to play tomorrow.
That's good.
Barbosa's used to play for us too. Toronto.
Former Raptor.
I
Yep.
think everyone will be
Blur.
watching the Leafs take on the Avs because that's gonna be.
You
Exciting.
already know that's what's going to be happening.
No, you can do both.
You
One's
can
at 7, one's at
multitask.
10.
That's
Is it-
actually a good point.
Oh yeah, that's so weird. It's so weird when they play on the same night.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to be at the game.
I'm so accustomed to them, you know.
You're gonna be-
Leafs, Raptors, off like opposite nights.
I hope you're ready when that final buzzer goes. You'll know you're wearing a Lupul jersey.
It's
You'll
not going
know.
to happen, man.
It will.
No.
Just admit it. Reimer's starting. Babcock
Is
said
he?
it.
Yeah, he's
Literally
starting,
walks
yeah.
out. Man, he walks out. The first thing he said, Reimer starting Tuesday. First thing he says.
This guy's too confident in his team.
Well, the team stinks so bad that they just gonna be like, you know what? Let's just put
Okay.
He's only gonna put the best player who's playing the best.
Okay, Reimer's 5-2-3 on the season. Bernier's the one who's 0-8, 0-7-1. Okay. So Reimer,
That
they're a
one
winning
is a
team.
plus.
Yeah, we got that one. That's
He
gonna be the
helped us
difference of
get a
making it.
point. He helped us get a point.
Well, Varlamov's on the IR for the
Yeah.
Avs, so
Fantasy.
you know who's gonna have to face the Leafs, or you know
The
the Leafs are gonna have
Barricade.
to face tomorrow? The Barricade.
The
Real Barra. 4-3 on the year, so I'll give him that. You know,
Yeah.
for a
Two
struggling team,
shutouts,
give
two
him that.
shutouts.
Yeah.
Former Flame, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Former Flame.
Yeah.
Yep. Calgary's goaltending situation is kind of messed there.
They just have 3 number 2s.
Yeah, it's actually true.
I don't know. I believe Jonas Hiller has the ability.
Yeah,
to.
but the
Oh, actually, yeah. You
The
know,
I
pro-
feel like it's not. I'm not gonna bail him out. Like
No, exactly.
he needs to play better, but
Oh, yeah.
also the defense in front of him needs to play. The whole team in front of him needs to
Their
play better. It
defense
doesn't
is
matter what
stacked.
goalie's in the net.
Man,
On
I
paper,
agree.
their defense is stacked. Giordano, Brody, Dougie Hamilton, like, everyone. You got Schmid. I mean, you can't lose with Schmid.
Man.
That guy's a block machine.
The problem with Hiller is that either he's a real number 1 or he's just a number 2 because he's never been consistent. That's why in Anaheim they just let him walk.
I think it also had to do with the 2 young goalies coming up in the wings. I mean, you're not gonna get rid of a Gibson or an Anderson.
Yeah, for
in
sure.
place for Hiller, right? You got 2 young studs. You can't do that.
Yeah,
He's
if-
That's a good
streaky.
point.
He's a streaky goalie.
Exactly.
But
Very
when he's on,
inconsistent.
holy
yeah,
man.
exactly.
Yeah. He's pushing the age.
He's
but
like
I
Tim
think
Thomas. That's same
Timmy.
like same
Consistency,
style. It's
yeah.
consistency style, yeah.
Well, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
We got to be concerned for other Canadian teams, right? Stick with the NBA quickly. Kobe.
Kobe did
So
something.
what's going on with Kobe?
The
So what do you do?
Lakers won yesterday. Did anyone know that? Lakers beat.
No.
Wait. They didn't just beat no scrub. They beat the double double machine himself, Andre Drummond, and the Pistons last night.
Ooh.
Man, that guy's averaging over 19 boards.
Drummond's
Who
a
does
beast,
that?
man.
Who? Please tell me who actually scores that many points and grabs that many rebounds
That
and
is a lot.
consistently 19. That's more than sometimes teams get in one night. But Kobe Bryant, they won 97-85 at home, and Kobe had 17 points,
There we go.
9 assists,
Ooh,
and 8 rebounds.
almost a triple double.
And he shot 6 for 17, which isn't that bad compared to
Yeah.
what he's been
Yeah,
shooting.
that's actually good. I'll give you that.
Shooting
point.
20% from 3.
Best game of the year? For
Of-
him? For
of,
him,
of the
yeah.
year, yeah. I agree.
Well, wait,
Doesn't he have the lowest player efficiency rating? That ESPN stat? Kind of like
Wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
like really
got
low.
some
He's like under the
updates.
100
Well,
too.
Oh, there we
update.
go.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
So the Astros, where to go? Astros, Carlos Correa, he had 22 home runs. He's named the AL Rookie of the Year.
Ooh.
Okay, anyone guess who the NL Rookie of the Year is? My boy Chris Bryant.
I didn't know he was his boy ever.
I don't
but
know.
okay.
He's not my boy.
It's my
Newly
boy
dis-
Blue.
It's Andrew's
no.
newly discovered boy.
Yeah, unanimously.
He's no
Yeah.
he's no AHL devil though.
Bobby
Yeah.
Farm.
Oh,
He does
okay.
everything, guys. He fights. He scores. He does everything, man.
No, but yeah, so 2 AL Rookie of the Years there, and AL MLB Rookie of the Year
Nice.
there. So
Nice.
When's the full award? When's the rest of the awards coming out?
couldn't tell you.
Slowly.
Wow,
and
they're just
surely.
taking their time with this
It's-
one, eh?
It's sad because in Toronto now, with the Jays season's over and like they just lost, like there's so many less Jays fans right now.
Bet-
Coincidence?
I think not.
no.
Man, that
I
dome
see
was like church mice when they were losing.
I see less.
First, yeah, in the start.
No one's wearing the blue hats anymore.
No, I'm not.
It's
sure.
not even that cold out. I don't see blue
I
hats.
was
wearing
thinking
a
of
blue
wearing
hat.
it today, man.
Okay, no one
Yeah,
cares
but
about the
no one-
Panthers.
Panthers, man.
And first of all, that's the wrong color. It's
They-
navy
I
blue.
would say-
Dark
Who cares
navy
about a
blue.
9-0 team?
No, that's the right color.
No, that's a sky
this
blue,
is too
man.
light.
But when they wear their blue jersey, it's pretty like light blue.
No,
I
that's
thought it
the
was
old
this
school.
one,
That's the
not
old school. We're talking about this one. This is they're the
Yeah,
dark
okay.
blue, man.
They have a dark blue.
Yeah.
Where the hell have you
Wait, I
been?
have to go for it. I gotta go to the optometrist. Then.
Yeah, man. We're not talking about 92, 93 here when you were alive, man.
to
Come
back.
on, man.
Bet for a reason, man. All right, so you just want to wrap it up here?
Yeah.
So we got I think it's 6 games in NHL tonight.
Yeah.
So we're gonna throw it over to Andrew. So Andrew, give
All
us
right,
your
we're gonna
predictions
do-
for tonight, man.
I'm gonna do 4 games a week.
Young blood
and
prediction,
we're
new
gonna keep my
segment.
stats
Yeah.
and see what we can do here.
Yeah.
So, first game we got Vancouver in Montreal,
All Canadian matchup.
and all Canadian matchup. This is an easy one for me. I'm going with Montreal.
Score.
Score?
You gotta do score.
You
You
gotta
gotta
do
do
score.
score.
Okay,
You
but we're
gotta
gonna
do
count overall record.
Yeah,
so
exactly,
Score,
yeah.
I'm gonna say 4-1 Montreal. I mean,
Okay.
Jacob
Okay.
Markstrom is starting for the Canucks. He's 1-0 in the year, but I mean, I don't know. I just think Montreal, they've been in a bit of a slouch lately, and
Okay.
if any teams can turn it around, it's gonna be Montreal.
I'm
You
writing it
write
down.
that
No,
down.
I'm writing it down.
All right, next we got
Markstrom.
Detroit and Ottawa.
Pen and paper are out.
So I'm gonna go say the Sens here. Say the Sens 3-2.
Okay.
All right, close.
And I think if Kyle Turris, I'm not sure if he's playing or not. I don't think it's been released yet because he did miss practice.
Yeah.
But I think the Red Wings are lost without Babcock. I know Datsuk's back, but I don't think it's gonna be
man.
enough. Eric Carlson is just unbelievable, like every year.
The workout something
Chime
to
in
say.
here. Datsuk makes his return. The Magic Man makes his return on Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. How about that, boys?
Ooh.
There's your stat. There's your
Hey,
stat.
next.
All right, Tampa Bay in Florida. Vasilevsky's starting for Tampa Bay. I gotta go with Tampa Bay on this one.
No.
Oh, he's pulling the rub down the
No.
high on this one. Well,
I don't
score.
know.
Let's go Cats. man.
We're gonna say let's go with 5-2 here.
Ooh.
No.
Yeah,
I
put the puck
disagree.
in the net.
I strongly disagree.
Doesn't matter.
Hey, it doesn't matter what you
You
think.
vehemently disagree.
Yeah.
This is a young blood prediction right
That's
now.
what- that's
It's
what-
not the
It's a
rook.
segment, Youngblood
Hey,
prediction.
I'm the damn host.
No one
Whatever.
cares.
And
No, go
last
for
but
it.
not least,
Go
we
for
got the
it.
Jets in St.
Hold on,
Louis.
bonus question. Does Ovechkin break the record tonight?
Oh, that's a good one.
Fed,
Yeah.
It's gonna break the Washington.
The goals for a Russian.
Washington doesn't play.
That's a valid point.
But does he break the record this week?
He will break the record
this week.
Will he break it at
He-
a future
That-
time?
that's what
Washington
Yes.
will
He meant
break the
that.
record in Detroit on Washington. Washington plays Detroit on Wednesday. He'll break the record.
That's
then.
what Matt
Ooh,
meant.
on power play
Yeah.
goal slap shot? Is he
On the
gonna do
slap,
Is he
baby.
gonna drop the stick and say it's hot?
Not yet.
it's really
He's
hot.
grown up. All right, my final prediction: Winnipeg and St. Louis. St. Louis 2-1.
Okay, but the most important one, Leafs Avalanche.
Yeah, let's
Tomorrow
go on
night?
Yeah, okay.
We'll go.
Just
Yeah,
so
we'll
you
end it
guys-
with this. Gonna go with the Avs. here.
Woo!
You can't stop the barrier. You can't put it past the
Oh
barrier.
God,
But
Jason, please come on my side.
1-0. 1-0. Colorado.
Don't do it, Jason.
I'm rolling with a Leafs upset.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I love how he says upset though.
It's not. Really, it's not much.
Because if I say upset, then I'm establishing the fact that the Avs are technically more talented
They have-
than the Leafs.
We are.
Yeah, you
On
are.
paper.
Which is pretty bad because you're at the bottom. Like, oh,
Any given
true.
night, though, you
Hey.
know, I think the Leafs they're kind of they're flying under the radar a little
You
bit.
know what? Colorado just wants those plethora. Those plethora.
yeah, plethora.
They just want a lot of centers. So we want
Plethora.
Austin Matthews. So that's why we're tanking.
Our
Matt.
producer's dying. Our producer's dying.
Producer down. So Matt, give us your prediction for Avs and Leafs tomorrow.
I can't see the Leafs winning another game in a row. That just. I mean, I know they dropped one with Bernier in the net, but with Reimer in the net.
'Kay,
they were
Reimer's
3-0
not gonna
the
let
last
a-
three, and I can't see that going to 4. They are the Leafs after all.
Yeah. Well, I still think obviously the Leafs. So I do not want to be wearing a Match Duchesne jersey. If it was like Jerome McGinley, my boy, then I would reconsider it. But, anyways, we're gonna swing over to Canadian content, CIS football. We got, man, come on, CIS football. What are you talking about,
People
guys?
are winning. And
I
people
used to
are
watch
losing.
it.
You were, man.
I've been watching it as Liz.
We had a couple upsets here. Western lost to Guelph 23-17, which is a big deal because Western.
for the Yates Cup. Yeah,
Yeah, for
I
the
knew
Yates.
it was this weekend.
Yeah, the Yates Cup, yeah. And UBC won. They came out of nowhere this year, but they did pick up one of the good quarterbacks who went to Penn State, Canadian, Michael O'Connor. He was actually ranked 6th in the quarterback position going the recruiting year of 2014. So we got a couple matchups, and it's going to be, I believe, Montreal, the defending champions, against Guelph. I'm going to go Guelph. And then we got UBC versus St. Francis Xavier. I'm going to go UBC, Michael O'Connor. And I think Michael O'Connor and the Thunderbirds are going to go all the way.
Go Voyagers.
Bold.
I just actually want to kind of go a little off topic. Can you? So he went to Penn State.
Yeah, Penn State, and freshman.
And then he just
Transferred.
left? He just transferred back to home? All right.
Yeah, he went because he's from Vancouver, so he went back to the Thunderbird program.
He just didn't cut it over there.
I don't think he was. I believe he wasn't getting the reps he was promised. So and he goes to UBC, and now the CFL, all the teams are looking at him.
That's good for him, at least because I think he's weighing his options. I know I've played with football with some guys who went down to the States, and I don't know what it is. Sometimes they just don't end up liking it. It's just the style. A lot of Canadians do not like it. They think they might like it, but they actually don't. So I'm not surprised.
But think about it. You're going from Canada being the best when there's not that much. If you compare the States, there's not that much talent up here, and then you go down. It's like being the big fish in a small pond up here in Canada, and then when you go down, you're a small fish in a big pond.
Style of play, probably the amount of work he's got to put.
Yeah.
It's probably so many little things, but
I'm
not shocked.
Oh yeah, especially like those small town like Texans, like cities, whatever. Anyways, but yeah, that's Canadian contact, and yeah, we'll see what.
Last thing to wrap it up, Jabari Parker's got to miss 3-game road trip. Another foot injury. I mean,
he is not on my fantasy team, so I don't care. I'm just messing. I love the Bucks.
Nick Foles is not going to start this Sunday.
No?
Nick Foles is not starting.
Oh yeah, he's getting benched for the vet. The vet's getting the start.
Foles gold.
Heyo.
See, I can.
Yeah, you can hang with the young crew.
You're hanging with the youngins.
That was a straight up insult.
Pretty old yourself.
I'm poking the bear.
Excuse me, I've aged like fine wine. So.
I know.
You don't look like.
I would
old,
never
dude.
guess you were 30.
No.
No, I still get ID'd.
Man.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it
totally
makes me feel
awesome.
good.
See, I don't get ID'd sometimes.
That upsets you?
When he grows the beard. Oh, it
No.
will upset you later on in life.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, we do have the young blood and the rook are underage.
Yeah, we're only 18, man.
But we're still aged enough. We're old enough to party.
Old enough.
Ladies, come
Old
knock
enough.
Old enough to get down.
All right, that's how we're gonna end this.
Yeah, guys,
Great
thanks.
way to end it.
All right, so I've been your host, Michael Cummings, the Rook. To my left, Andrew D'Amato,
Young blood.
Youngblood.
Peace.
Across from Jake Howard, JD Snake.
Tune in next week. Snake of the week.
Our
JaVale McGee.
JaVale
McGee.
our guest speaker today, the Oracle, Jason Gaidola.
The
Jason,
vet.
thanks for coming out.
No
tonight,
problem. Word up, son. I like
Appreciate
it.
that. And obviously our guest producer this week,
Great job.
Yogi Berish.
Yogi.
Matt
man.
Berish.
Continue with the Ovechkin question, boys. Way to keep your heads up there.
We got you, man.
All right, well, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening.
Tuning in.
Thanks for listening. We'll be back next week. Our regular producer, Shane Wright, will be here. And who knows, maybe we'll have another guest. Jason, maybe we'll have you back on, man.
Rumors.
I know you got a busy schedule, right?
We got rumors.
I'm just so busy.
Jason,
You're a busy dude.
we also have.
I'll be glad to be come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, man, anytime.
This is fun.
Yeah, it's very chill.
we just kick back and just do what we do.
We just kick back.
do what we
And
do.
we also ramble a lot at the end.
Yo,
Like,
go
it's a
Voyager.
lot of
We
battling.
don't ramble. Hey, man, this isn't rambling. This is just us talking.
Yo,
intelligently.
shout out to all the Voyager fans out there. Go
Oh, yeah,
Voyager.
guys.
What up, Joseph? I know you'll listen
Do you want to do a
this.
quick time? Any shout-outs quickly before we go?
Joseph Famulari. I forgot to give you Madden 15 back, but that's all right. I'll play it for the week.
Hey, for God.
No, we're ending it there. I can't top that shot.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for listening, and we'll send you off with this.
Have a great one.
That's my line. Step aside, babe. Let a star do this. That's all.